when people agree to network with you, they're often offering to extend a helping hand.
Right.
Here's a young talent, here's a developing talent. They want to meet with me, they want to learn, I want to help that, I want to facilitate that learning. And it often helps when you're networking. And this doesn't matter if you're in China or in the US. When you're networking, it's about the other person, right? It's about learning about the other person. At the same time, because that person wants to help you, we want to make it easy for that person to help. And often the best way to do that is to have a specific ask or a specific request, or to have a goal that you can share.
Right.
So there is one kind of networking which is say, hey, it's great to meet with you. I want to know about the industry. And then it's another level to say, hey, this is my 5-year goal, or this is my 2-year goal, or this is my goal for my time while I'm a college student, including getting an internship this summer in, say, autonomous vehicles in that space, right? And then working backward to what your ask of these people are. Because these other people also want to see that you are someone who's, if it's the autonomous vehicle industry, they want to see that you share their interest, and that maybe one day by meeting you now, Larry is gonna, be a contact for me in the future in this space. Thinking more about the purpose of your networking would be helpful to you. It's just helpful for the other person to know kind of what your goals are. And, you become more valuable as a networking partner with somebody if you come and say, hey, I'm really dedicated in the autonomous vehicle space. I'm looking to volunteer in that space this summer because I want to take this next step. That is more powerful, I would say, than I'm currently a student. I'm really curious about this space. I want to learn more about it, and yeah, I'm going to leave in 2 months.
Right.
Right. So suddenly, all of your conversations with people become about not just learning, but maybe there's a next step here, which is, hey, why don't you come over and work for the summer? So in your situation, okay, so here's what you want to do for networking. First of all, conferences are important. So if, now conferences are important, and I'm going to throw that out. Individuals are important, and I want to throw that out too. Now, there may be issues with your messaging, how you message, what you say, how you say it, how, your purpose in meeting with them. People want to network with people who feel, if you make them feel comfortable. So what is the way, over LinkedIn, over email, to make them feel comfortable and want to meet you? And then even if you do everything you can and do the best job, it's still a numbers game. A percentage of people will connect with you. And then the next step from that conversation is to meet, because unless you meet with somebody, this virtual connection on the internet doesn't really, you're still not a person to this group or this person. So it's hard to create a relationship. So the goal of the LinkedIn outreach is always to meet with people face to face, have a coffee chat, and then back to this concept of having the end goal in mind. What is your ask of that person? Why are you asking these questions? And you might meet someone who's good-hearted and just wants to help you, and but these very same people might be in a position to also offer you a summer internship, which could be very interesting, or a volunteer opportunity. And then events. When we chatted in the Subtle Asian Networking group, there are events that cost money and events that don't cost much money. So conferences, I'm a big thumbs up on conferences. I think it's an investment. And I think that it'll just quickly get you to where you want to go. And so part of your networking challenge isn't just where these people are, but it's kind of what is your thinking back to your own goal and what your own purpose for networking is also part of the equation here.